everyone, and welcome back to the kitchen. My wife is out of town, my daughter's at work. It's just me and the dog today. It's an excellent time to try a new recipe. I haven't had pineapple upside down cake for decades. I don't know if people don't know about it, they don't like it, it's out of fashion, but I love the stuff. Well, at least I think I do. It's been a while, but we're gonna find out today. So join me as I make pineapple upside down cake. For pineapple upside down cake, you start at the bottom, and by that I mean the top. First we need to melt a 1/4 cup of butter, or half a stick. This is that induction cooktop. Even on low, it won't take that long to melt. And I just want to melt it, I don't want to brown it. Although brown butter might actually be good in this recipe, but that's, I don't want to try it for the first time today. The butter is melted. Now I'm going to add a half cup of brown sugar. And just mix them together. While these are blending, I will grease a 9-inch cake pan. The recipe does not say to melt the sugar and butter together. I just want to make sure they are well mixed, and I'm doing it on heat. So I don't think it'll hurt anything. Now we pour the butter and brown sugar mixture into the cake pan. And then we just want to make sure this is evenly spread across the bottom. All right, I think that'll be okay. It's going to melt in the oven anyway, so this doesn't need to be perfect. I was planning to use fresh pineapple for this, but I couldn't find any that was ripe. So Libby's to the rescue. I want to drain the pineapple but keep the juice. So I'm just going to put this thing over a bowl and dump it in. Now I'm going to add a layer of pineapple into this cake pan and hope it looks pretty. I was hoping I could get another one in the middle. I wonder if I could, yeah, I could probably squish these. All right, let's try it. Yeah, that'll do. It calls for stemless maraschino cherries, and what we do with these is take a cherry and put it in the holes of the pineapple. 6 pineapple slices, 6 cherries. It's time to set this pan aside and start making the batter. Find a small mixing bowl and add 1 1/3 cup all-purpose flour. 1 teaspoon baking powder. 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt. Whisk the dry ingredients together until they're well distributed. Now we grab a large bowl and add 1/4 cup of softened butter. I just cut it up into slices, just to make it soften quickly. And it only takes a few minutes that way. Add 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup brown sugar. Mix the butter and sugar together until creamy. This is not creaming as well as I expected. Maybe my butter wasn't softened enough. I think it'll be fine. Add 1 large egg. One-half teaspoon of vanilla. One-quarter cup sour cream. Use the mixer to combine our moist ingredients. And then gradually add our flour mixture. Now it's time to use the pineapple juice that we saved from the can. The recipe says to add our flour mixture to the batter until just combined. So I think that means we don't want to see any dry flour, but don't overmix it. And for that, I have this on the lowest setting. That looks good. Next, I'm going to spoon the batter over the pineapple and then gently spread it evenly. Time to spread the batter over my pineapple slices. Now this is a thick batter, so I'm a little worried. I don't want to dislodge my beautiful pineapple, but we'll be careful. I did my best. I have been preheating the oven to 350 degrees this whole time. And now I'm going to stick the cake into the oven, wait until it's golden brown and the toothpick test comes out clean. That should take about 35 minutes. 35 minutes have passed and I did the toothpick test. Well, in this case, it's a cake tester. Comes out perfectly clean, so I think we'll be okay. Now I have to let this cool for 5 minutes before removing it from the pan. 5 minutes have passed and it says to flip this cake over onto a serving platter. Now I'm not going to do that. I have a 10-inch cake round. I'm going to be using that instead. And I'm also going to go around the edges with this knife just to make sure it's released. But it looks like it is. All right. I have my tiny mitts. Which really aren't that easy to use. Here we go. It says to wait for 30 seconds and then lift the pan off. Hopefully it just won't ooze everywhere, but I think it might. It's not easy to use. It's probably too hot to grab. Yeah. Not bad. This smells fantastic, but it says to let this cool completely before slicing and serving. So next time you see me, this will be cool and ready to eat. It has been a little over an hour and I think the cake is ready. So let's cut a slice. I'm going to go ring to ring here. I can. All right, that's pretty good. Here's a close-up of the cake. It smells great. Let's see how it tastes. Fantastic. I love it. I'm not going to wait so long to have my next pineapple upside down cake. The sweetness of the pineapple and the brown sugar, the whole cake is just moist. What a great texture. Amazing flavor. So delicious. You should definitely make this. Pineapple upside down cake. Thanks for stopping by.